Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another stock market video. And today I wanted to talk about how we will likely fall lower. We fell a huge amount today, and I don't think we're going to stop here. Now, some stocks are already a bit oversold and are at very low levels, so we may see a slowdown there. But overall, the chart and the general socioeconomic conditions are pointing towards a lot more downside, unfortunately. And if we go ahead and take a look at some of the headlines, stocks down 12%, one of the worst days. And the government itself is taking more extreme measures with some pretty major shutdowns and lockdowns. Trump announced that it was, quite bad today. Definitely follow me on Twitter for live market updates. I've been posting a lot more on there, been very active. So that's going to be your best spot for very quick updated news. I'll leave a link to that in the description of this video. But if we look over at the overview of the stock market, we're in the deep red, right? I mean, Microsoft down 15%, Google down over 10%, a bunch of the tech stocks down a good 15%, JP Morgan down 15%. It's not pretty. We've got a few exceptions, right? Some mining stocks a little bit up. We've got Clorox up 4%. That was in my best recession stocks video. Definitely check that out if you haven't yet. But overall, the stock market is collapsing. And that comes really as no surprise, right? That's what I've been saying in my last couple videos. So I've mapped out all these support levels, and I'll go over that in just a second. But what I wanted to point out is that we are basically pushing this oversold level. We're extremely low on the MACD. And so don't be surprised if we get a couple random bounces here and there, right? We've seen that in the last couple days. But overall, I think in the next weeks to months, we're going to be heading lower, and that's really the key thing here. So yes, we could get a bit of a bounce here and there. However, if we look at the support levels and the fact that I said we would likely retest, around $200, give or take, and even in a worst case situation, we would probably go down to $156 because these are actually levels that we didn't really come back and test properly since then, right? We've been on such an uptrend that we didn't really have the chance to come back and test these levels properly. So $156 would be sort of the worst case scenario that I see right now. And a pretty likely scenario is a move down to $214. You have to think if we get to $214, likely on that drop, we're going to go down to $200, and that's where we're going to get a more substantial bounce. So I think that's where the stock market is heading, right? That's kind of the target area right now, is to get to $200 pretty quickly, and then from there, there's going to be some consolidation. After that, in the next months, we're going to see if we're going to start to fall below that and move towards $150. But for now, we are looking towards that move at $214. We've got support at $232. That won't last that long. And then it's really, that area of $200 to $215 is where we're going to find more stabilization. After that, we're going to start entering that $180 to $150 range. That is the, sort of worst case scenario in the sense that it is actually relatively likely that we do reach those levels, but it would be if things don't get better, basically, is what I'm trying to say, is when we would probably revisit those levels. If things are looking up in a couple weeks, maybe we'll be able to hold off moving below $200. But I think that at this point, it's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to test $200. And yep, that's about it. Just wanted to post a quick update video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like I said, make sure to follow me on Twitter. And thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Stay safe.